Now, Friday Night Blitz on NewsWatch 12.
Happy Friday night and welcome back to another Friday Night Blitz, what we've all been waiting for. Luke, take it away, yeah.
This was a great week. Paisley, I can't believe it's week 9. We literally only have one more week of Friday Night Blitz, which is sad. But what's not sad, we got a lot of action to get into tonight, let's go ahead and get right into it.
Let's start with South Medford. What a night for this team. It's the first quarter and West Salem gets on the board first.
South Medford, they're going to answer back with their defense, which we'll see in just a second here. And it's something I want to shout out real quick about this team tonight. You cannot get enough of that defense. Look at the effort from these guys. And the way Gabe Knotts is not giving up and taking West Salem QB down, it's just great.
Second quarter, Kellen Lefebvre with this interception, and he goes down near the 10. And there were some flags flying, but this big play eventually gets the Panthers pretty close to the red zone. They keep it at 0 for the first half.
But the second half is going to roll around, and South Medford is going to pull out the win, taking the game by 1 point, making their third in a row a fun pink out night. It was fun to see that reaction from the fans. The final score, 21-20.
Now we head to Grants Pass for this 6A matchup. The Cavemen looking to break their 2-game losing streak as they host Sheldon at home.
And I mean, this is a critical game for them because they are so close to clinching that automatic spot. And from the very beginning, the Cavemen, they play with their chip on their shoulder tonight. Jumping in the second half here, Jordan Rosetta, we talked about this guy a lot. He's comfortable in the pocket. He finds Brevik Hill, who makes a defender mix and gets to the end zone.
However, Sheldon finding life here as they turn to the ground game, and Cody Hall goes all the way to the end zone without a defender in reach. Wow.
That touchdown cuts Grants Pass lead to 17, but didn't take too long for the Caveman to respond. And Parker Howe, he's in the backfield. That's a sack right there. And that's going to go ahead and set up the offense.
Yeah, and Grants Pass used that momentum to end the game in the ultimate winning fashion. Look at that, guys.
Westenberg, that's who scores right there for 6. Grants Pass goes on to win 34-10.
Now North Medford, they pick up a huge win in a matchup that came down to the final minutes. They defeat South Salem 27-26.
That was the Black Tornadoes' first win, but let's go ahead and get into the 5A. Also, our game of the night matchup, a big one for the state playoff picture. The Crater Comets, they're welcoming the Springfield Millers, and a Comets win, this is why it's big, would lock up that last automatic playoff spot in Special District 5 or 4 in the 5A.
First play of the second half, Terrius Allen, a name we've heard before, takes it 59 yards for the score. Wow.
And it wasn't going to last long like that. They had the lead for about a couple minutes. Next possession for the Millers. Noah Solo, he's in at quarterback after an injury, and he unloads on this pass to Adam Hernandez. And Hernandez gets a couple yards after the catch. He fumbles, it goes out of bounds, so they keep the ball.
Yeah, but that sets up a short run for Solo, his third rushing touchdown of the night.
And I was calling this game. Solo is a tough runner, and next possession, instead of running, he uses the arm. He finds Kamani Jones. That's his 4th total touchdown on the night.
Now, Crater can't get anything going on offense, and the Millers get the ball inside the 5, and Solo finds the end zone for his 5th touchdown on the night, Luke.
The Millers, they come in, they upset Crater, the final 41-26. This kind of shakes up those 5A standings. But now we are going to head across I-5 for another 5A matchup tonight. Let's go ahead and get to Eagle Point.
Yeah, it's senior night for the Eagles, and everyone here is decked out in pink. Wow, we've seen a lot of pink tonight so far.
However, it's going to be Roseburg capturing the momentum right away in the first quarter, a sneak by Corey Kimball.
On the ensuing possession, the Eagles trying to get things going as Layden Johnson fakes the handoff and converts on 3rd down at late in the first.
We're going to move to the second quarter. Here the Eagles trying to keep that offensive momentum going. The Nick Ruiz and Peyton Sharpless, they get into the Eagles passing game.
And that sack would put the Eagles in a 3rd and long situation. They opt to change quarterbacks and they go to second Mason DeVry. But his pass is picked off by Paxton Burke, and Burke takes it the distance, and Roseburg wins this one 28-6.
Now we're heading out to North Bend, Hidden Valley on the road tonight. And it's going to be the Bulldogs that end up pulling out the win over Hidden Valley in a 1-score game, a close one, 20-12 the final.
Henley picks up their 2nd win in a row. They defeat Marshfield 21-6.
Wow, that is a big game. Marshfield, the top 4A team in the state. So You know, that bodes
Yeah.
well for Henley, especially, you know, they're trying to get back to their 3rd state title game in a row. But we're going to stick in the 4A, and we're heading back across the Cascades to Ashland. Mazama following us across Cascades to play the Grizz.
Yeah, and Ashland looking for the 2nd win in the season. As for the Vikings, let's head into the first quarter. Mazama with the ball, but sophomore David Carter makes the interception.
Just a couple weeks ago, he had like 3 touchdowns, so you know he can catch the ball. Now he's doing it on the defensive side, and that sets up Ashland in the red zone. Colton Hernandez, another name you should recognize by now, a dime to Cole Iwamoto. Ashland is up 7-0.
Vikings are now in the end zone. Running back Brody Mohan rushes it in for the touchdown.
And the Vikings QB, Kellen Lee, he's going to get it in for the 2-point conversion. Mazama up 1 point.
Ashland answers back as Hernandez throws a 75-yard touchdown to Carter. 13-9, Grizzlies lead.
And this game, it actually ended in a shootout. Ashland, they hold on to the lead. It was just 8-7 the final, 63-44 in this one.
Right, and moving on, Klamath Union making a 6-hour road trip to Modesto Christian, and the Pels run away with the win. The final 23-6.
And Brookings Harbor, they're going to Siuslaw. And in the end, they fall to the Vikings, a final score of 48-10.
Phoenix High School goes on the road, and they get the win against Lakeview 35-8 for this week.
And now let's go ahead and get to a big game in 3A today.
Yeah.
North Valley versus Cascade Christian. These two facing off at Lithia and Driveway Fields.
Yeah, Luke. And we come into this game starting in the second half, the mighty Bryson Walker on the return, and some nice offensive looks from the homecoming prince, Derek Farmer. Congrats to him. Pass to Caleb Scaglione, and a handoff to Bryson Walker with those legs. The camera just can barely follow him, honestly.
And then Derek Farmer, he gets a rushing touchdown himself. But then Farmer, he's going to put the ball into the hands of another challenger for the Tutty. And just when you think that they can't score anymore, that's Elijah Condello spreading the love around this game. The final 55-0.
Gold Beach visiting Bandon, a tough team to beat, and the Bruins almost get it done, but Bandon pulls away 29-26.
Now don't go anywhere. We've got more highlights to get through. And not just highlights, we also got play of the week, so stick around for that. Very exciting stuff. We'll see you after the break.
Now, Friday Night Blitz on NewsWatch 12.
Welcome back to Friday Night Blitz. We've got a few more games to go over tonight.
So let's go ahead and we're going to get back into the action before we get into play of the week.
St. Mary's looking to their 2nd win of the season against a tough Lake River team.
And Lost River, they are one of the best 2A teams in the state. Let's head to the 3rd quarter, a 34-7 lead for the Crusaders, and then Mason James gets it to Zeke Beetler, who gets the first down.
Still 3rd quarter, James tries to find a receiver, but Lost River gets that interception.
The Raiders now with the ball, and they're going to look to get things going. It's going to be the running back, Kellen Dunlea, who runs for an 80-yard touchdown. Just watch him break away here and turn on the burners. Only one man to beat, and he's going to do just exactly that to find the back of the end zone.
Crusades just coming up here, just looking to respond. Quarterback Mason James scrambles off the pocket and stiff arms a player for the first down.
Get off me. But that wasn't going to be enough as Lost River, they come in, they get the win on the road 48-7.
Cross Point Christian, will they earn a statement win tonight as they defeat Prospect Charter 55-6?
Cross Point Christian, another team looking really good in 1A.
Yeah, Luke, so we're done with the scores, but we still have some highlights to show.
That's right, Paisley. It's time for Play of the Week, and as always, Corey Elmore, he's going to start us off. He has our Week 8 winner.
Corey Elmore here with
Will Maddox.
Dude, is that you? This smells good. Whatever you're wearing
It
smells
might
good.
be. It's Versace. I got Versace.
It's Will Maddox keeping his concentration during what we're going to call the triple doink. Hopefully there's no Bears fans watching.
The triple. What do you call that? The
He
triple.
called it the triple doink.
Did he call it a doink?
Yeah.
Was it a triple doink? We'll say you're the only person that's ever got the triple doink.
I think so, yeah. I'm 18, I'm a senior, and I play receiver and safety.
How were you able to keep your concentration? It's a triple doink.
Well, first off, it's like I went for my route. I slipped. I got up. I didn't even see the ball. Look, just bounced off my hands. And so I got up. I just kind of saw it bouncing around. It hit like a dude's helmet and stuff. I was like, all right. So I just kind of leaped up and grabbed it. And then, yeah, just kind of started running with it.
Do you think something like that will ever happen again?
Nah, I don't think so. I got some grip boost, so, you know, Lord willing, I'll come down with all of them first time now.
What was going through your mind when you missed the initial catch and then you were trying to pull it together and make a play out of it?
I'm cooked. That's my first time I was cooked, you know. I got the whole student section here. All the girls saw me drop the ball and everything. I was just scared. And I knew I was gonna get chewed out if they picked it, so.
The student section ended up maybe cheering for you.
No, yeah, they got pretty late. I came down with that, I could hear him, and I was like, okay, I'm good. Shout out my lineman, especially Gage. He really came in there, started like, you know, pushing me forward, helping me out, you know, once I got the ball, and he protected me and stuff, so I appreciate that.
Now it's time for the nominees for Play of the Week, Week 9. And the first one, Terrius Allen, a 90-yard kickoff return. Watch him hit the Jets here as he finds that opposite sideline. And also he's got one man to beat here, slows down a little bit. That change of pace to too deadly. He gets in the end zone.
Ashland High School sophomore David Carter, he makes the interception.
And I mean, he just has hands. Our next Play of the Week, Jordan Rosetta finding Brevik Hill, and I like this one because look at this move again right here. You know, that could have been a tackle that saved a touchdown, but he gets into it, and so just props to those two for having a great season so far and balling out. And now next week, our game of the week, we're heading to Eagle Point and Churchill. Lancers looking to grab that last automatic playoff spot.
Yeah, and we're coming down to the wire for football season. I can't believe that it is week 9.
Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you next week.